For this week's episode, we see that tomato prices increased by 38% and discuss where these prices might head during March. We also take a look at some export volumes of major vegetables during February. All in this week's episode, so make sure not to miss it. Welcome to this week's AMT John Deere Fruit and Veg Overview, proudly brought to you by John Deere, Zimmatic by Lindsay and Halfway Toyota. Remember to like and subscribe to these videos. Brent oil prices are still trading at $82 per barrel, with important inflation figures coming out of America this week and possibly providing more direction to these markets, which will certainly have an impact on our local exchange rate as well. Figures from America, or statistics from America, indicate that interest rates could possibly start to decline from the middle of the year, which has strengthened the rand over the past week, which is now trading at 18.70 rand per US dollar. However, I don't think we should expect interest rate cuts this year locally, with inflation remaining above the 4.5% target and maize prices going up, as well as oil prices also pushing up inflation over the short term. Looking at prices on the fresh produce markets, we saw the average national potato price decreasing by 12% to 56.55 per 10 kg, mostly due to volumes increasing by about 9% week on week. The average price on the Joburg market decreased to 55 rand, while the average Mondial price traded on 55 rand as well, Cifras on about 60 rand and Lenormand's on 61 rand per 10 kg. During February, there was 520 tons of exports reported, which was mostly due to neighboring countries. We are still in a downward trending price, with prices breaking through the lower support levels for the first time since the 23rd week of 2023. We are expecting this price therefore to stay in this lower trend for now. The tomato price increased by 38% to 13.50 rand per kilogram due to 20% lower volumes reported on the markets and higher demand at the same time. The heat wave is also causing some issues regarding quality and volumes on the markets. We are expecting the tomato price to peak at the start of April again, even though volumes traded on the markets can also increase over that period. We can possibly see slightly lower prices over the next 2 weeks due to low demand, but expect prices to peak towards the end of the month, especially when it's Easter weekend as well. Carrot prices increased by 18%, with volumes about 3% lower the past week. We can also expect slightly lower prices this week, but expect higher prices towards Easter weekend. During February, there was about 43 tons of exports reported. The onion price moved out of its sideways trend into an upward trend the past week. The latest price increased by 37% to 62.73 rand per 10 kg, with the average brown onion price trading on 65 rand. White onions increased to 61 rand, while red onion prices still decreased and traded on 87 rand per 10 kg. We are still expecting onion prices to increase in March and April again. During February, there was about 2,340 tons of exports reported, which was also mostly to neighboring countries and the European Union. The average pepper price increased to 9.87 rand per kilogram, with green pepper prices increasing to 9.99 rand, yellow peppers increasing to 9.26 rand, while red pepper prices came under more pressure and traded on 7.42 rand per kilogram. Zimmatic by Lindsay offers fully integrated solutions to improve your operations, including leading pivot irrigation systems and the world's only cloud-based remote irrigation management tool. For more information and special offers, visit your nearest Zimmatic agent or contact Tanya directly on 082 853 0265. For a journey of a lifetime, let Halfway Toyota Ottery help you find your first prize. For more information, contact their dealer principal Andrew VM directly on 083 457 8057 and get the best price nationwide for the Toyota of your choice. Looking at other market prices, however, the cabbage prices increased to 3.70 rand, while garlic prices started to decrease and traded on 52.14 rand per kilogram. Spinach prices increased to 5.72 rand, while the latest sweet potato price and pumpkin prices increased to R6.08 and R2.38 per kilogram respectively. In the fruit markets, we saw the banana price increasing as was expected and increased by about 10% to R8.24 per kilogram, which is about R148 per 18 kilogram box. I think we are close to a peak or a high point for banana prices, which can start to decrease as we move into the winter months. The latest apple price decreased to R8.57, with the pear price about 5% lower on R7.81 per kilogram. It looks like apple prices can stay in this downward trend for now, while pear prices can possibly stabilize around these levels. During February, there was 5,597 tons of apples exported, while 7,457 tons of pears were exported. The orange price decreased by 33% to R11.58 the past week, with volumes doubling again the past week. We're still expecting this price to fall or to decrease significantly over the next month. The avo price decreased by 12% to R14.47 per kilogram and can now possibly move closer to the R12 mark or trade between R10 and R12 over the foreseeable future. Feta traded on R16, Haas on R10 and Pinkertons on R14 per kilogram. The table grape price, however, increased to R24.52, while the average pineapple price increased by 29% to R13.66 last week. These videos are made possible by John Deere, Halfway Toyota and Zimmatic by Lindsay. Feel free to visit our website at amtrends.co.za for more detailed reports, the latest prices and our videos. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and thank you for watching.